Brian McCann, who has switched to a tied scheme for this week. Zachary Lovelace in another revitalized Texas Speed paint scheme. He will start in the 4th place position. Running on the top 5, Hunter Karsten. We've seen him quite a few times, and we'll see what he has in store for tonight to the outside in a revitalized Texas Speed scheme as well. Heading in for tonight, just to double check, that is indeed Texas Speed. In fact, so today, even the numbers are a bit updated. Whoops. But regardless, we move on to the row behind. Bill Darton, number 7, starts off appropriately enough in 7th. Hepler Telemac in the 88, appropriately enough, starts off in 8th. Travis Starr in the 26 rounds out the 9th place inside line, or at least the inside of row 5. Larry Griffin starts off in 10th.
40.
Yeah, the top
stage at 40
positions.
Okay, got rid of your spotter.
In 11th with Doug Pierce to his outside in 12th place. 13th place holds Jared Claude in another redone paint scheme. Cameron Sarton.
Try to find you a gap on the high side as soon as possible.
To not set a qualifying time. Michael Thorpe Jr. has also opted to not qualify. He will start off in 15th. Ryan Lynch will start off in 16th.
And 17 cars.
William Duff throwing back to Kenseth as well. Love the touch of that paint scheme. Haven't seen that one in a good while, that is for sure. Well, before we go for the green light, or green flag, I should say, technically both, let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom right-hand side of your screen where we will see the live championship points.
Live championship points.
Currently are in.
Yep, tonight's the last race of the regular season.
And,
yeah.
I feel like that's not calculated correctly. Let's hold off on that for a second and double check. Where is Doug Pierce? 269 points. Let's take that out real quick. 294 points. Now that
shouldn't everybody in here make it though? We only got 17 cars.
So Phil Chavez is so far up the grid that he is already in.
Well, everybody's guaranteed a top 20.
That doesn't seem correct, but I feel like this should be correct here. Phil Chavez, 321. That's where the disparity is coming from and the confusion. Phil Chavez is locked in. His name for this is...
All right, sir. Pace car is off.
So there's somebody up here.
It's Daniel McConnell in front of you. Phil Chavez to his outside. And Zach Lovelace to your outside.
So Doug Pierce is going to be... they'll have to hope for the best here. Stage ends on...
Coming to the restart zone. Ready, and...
5, if not 20, but...
Go.
In the meantime, because now the green flag flies.
Nice.
Here at the Talladega Superspeedway, Daniel McConnell leads the field to the green. And down into turn number 1 they go. We'll see how these lanes fare once we go down the back straightaway.
Can you bump draft these cars?
You can, but it's not like the Cup cars. They're not like tanks. They don't line up very well.
So that it'll lift the rear.
It'll lift the rear. Plus, think about the nose of the Supra. It's very pointed.
Doug gets all the preview tonight.
So you can't really push too well. I mean, some of them you can, some not so much. I mean, the car in front of you is a Ford. You got a Toyota behind you.
Oh my!
So you're hoping that the 13 stays off you.
Like that. 1 lap already.
That and the hole on the windshield.
4 more laps to go. Dan McConnell leads, heading down through turns 1 side lane. Relatively even with these first 8 cars, although Bill Dark could probably want
you are clear up if you want it. There you go.
How things go. And no doubt we'll be utilizing this camera angle quite a lot throughout the event.
I got the sound wrong or something, man. Those cars are louder than anything. Like the cars around me are louder than my car.
See the 88 of Hebron.
Oh, wow.
Up on the outside. Yeah. By 28 of Tony Brent. Try to start in the 26, Michael Thorpe Jr. in the 34. Cameron starts in a little bit of a different color scheme himself this week.
Still got the 72 low.
Found his way to Toledo, right? Where did he come from? That's what I'm wondering. Must have been third driver on the inside because that is now the 7.
101 just backed off. You might lose a little bit of momentum here.
The stage points will be Madden.
Back on you.
Stage does add.
Oh!
That's what a shot from a Toyota feels like. There you go.
40.
Yeah.
4-0.
That'll make you rethink what's happening at 184 miles per hour.
Really points.
Yes, sir. All right, 13 low. 101 still with you. 72's up with you.
Speedway Racing is.
All right, so you got
the more powerful line.
That's a Ford up in front of you.
Out to the outside lane, getting pushed by the 8 Brian McCann to the point where he got loose in the back bumper, but still just manages to hang on to it.
All right, you got a little bit of a gap back to Chavez, I believe. Nope, that's Lovelace. .13 still low. 101's going to come up to your left rear now.
Running on board the
33 is not on your bumper whatsoever. You got a good half a car length.
3 and 4. Go ahead and take a look at the speed of what these drivers are running. 185 miles per hour.
So we can get about
The exit turn before
29 laps, looks like.
Yeah, looks like it. You got 24 exactly left in the tank, and you just completed lap 4, starting lap 5. So yeah, 25 to 29 laps, depending on how much time you spend in the front.
Let's see, does he decide to go full throttle here into the back bumper of the 8? Keeping a look at the speed on the underside, 185.
33 stayed with the 72. You're upside by yourself.
There's the 8.
Not clear. 3 wide.
And Lovelace decides.
I just wanted to see if it worked. Did not work.
Still.
And that's going to.
I get it.
McCann.
Still 3.
Right.
Dixon 77 low. And here comes the 88.
Side. And I don't blame him.
Still 3.
It's so early on here.
46 now down low. They're wrecking low. Stay high.
The most necessary.
So far, no yellow. You clear up. Come on down.
7. Larry Griffin goes into the grass. Just holds on to it, though.
There you go.
That's going to split the field. No, they might still have us.
And run that back.
Yeah, they still have us.
Little bit.
Exactly.
But there's definitely some cars further in the back.
So watch the 77.
You are clear low again.
Moves up as Telemac goes down. We'll go back.
All right, you got 4 deep on the high side. Bottom side is definitely split.
And yeah, it might have been. Run this back one time, but on board.
28 coming up behind you. 7 low.
Oh, just was not thinking the 88 would be there.
A little bit of a check up there.
Worse, but luckily.
I just about went up the middle.
Great.
I want to go up the middle so bad. On lap 6, no fast repair. I had to rethink that.
Yeah.
We are 7 laps into this event.
I'll let you know it's clear. I'll let you know as soon as you're clear of the 13.
Momentum that's not going to the middle lane, but still.
Which is going to happen. And you're clear low.
Is following.
And you're split.
Also in
28 stayed with you.
Claude looking to the end.
Not yet on your bumper.
Lane is not going to be starting lead. Going to be led here by the 8 of.
He's got about a half a car width there.
See the 28. And Billy Telemac as well.
Still with you.
Lane, I think jumping
6 down low.
to the outside.
Coming up on the 32. A little bit of momentum on your side now.
Here on the camera angle for the
You're side by side with P2.
everything that's happening.
And we're back where we were.
That's right. 72 and 33 splitting you low. 28 still on your backside.
So go ahead and pull up
These speedway races keep you busy.
the top 16 drivers.
Yeah, they do.
The points here, not that full one. There we go, this one. So any driver in yellow has mathematically advanced. Any driver in white, in this case Dan McConnell, 3rd place, has not advanced. When McConnell could mathematically lock himself in at the moment now.
Still with 72 and 33, splitting you. 28 still with you. And looking a little bit further back, the 88 is behind the 28, and then the 34 is behind the 88. So right now, you are 2 by 2 for at least 5 or 6 laps, 4 laps, or 4 rows rather.
I led that lap.
On the lead, and McCann has taken back over. You can see the 2-point difference now between Tomac and Pierce. Tomac in by 2 points, and now it's out again. We'll be seeing
I got a point.
Happen quite a lot here. So at some point,
how about that?
The full graphic, but that cut line is something to keep a focus on. So we'll let that be for now, because that's going to be the trading point here between these drivers for the next few laps.
Push back there, boys. Push.
So a lot hangs.
28 still has not actually got to your bumper yet.
Because Daniel McConnell did come in late into the
coming up now.
Not sure if he's
just pushing you with the air. Still side by side.
Technically won't be locked in from winning. This part-time drivers.
I don't remember. Is the stage a caution or not?
Of course, I believe due to his work schedule, we haven't seen him for quite a while.
It's not a caution?
He won the first race, but because he was part-time, he is not eligible.
I don't believe so, no.
Into the top.
I think that was in your Wednesday night league.
So that's why we have this here, heading down to Talladega. Couldn't really skip anything better. Heading into this race, a 5.
But then again, I could be wrong. All these races are kind of, they bleed into each other.
And boy, do we have a...
I know, I can't keep up with it anymore.
I say this, but at the rate things are moving at right now, we could be done with this.
Maybe I'll just ask here.
56.
Hey, sorry, guys, I'm sorry. Is there a caution at the stage at 40?
No, there is not.
Thank you.
No movement from either lane right now. Everyone has stagnated for the time being. No one really wants to push each other, so go ahead and move back through the field to take a look at Bill Dart. He's going up on.
Now I'm known as a guy that doesn't listen to the pre-race interview
connection
or whatever it's called.
Look at William Dega on the outside. He's going to make it 3 wide staggered between himself, Dart, and...
In my defense, I wasn't at the computer.
Just well following suit.
Still my fault, but...
Right.
Throwback for the number 17. Might be working in his...
A little bit of separation down low. Big move for you. 28 still not locked on, but you should lead this lap as well.
I believe, if I remember correctly as well, Matt Kenseth had won this race as a result of, I think it was 2014, if not 2013, 2014, I believe, where...
So no caution, that means...
3 and 4, and Kenseth had a very...
I'm just thinking about the fuel strategy here.
Channeling some of that, no doubt. He's already up to the 3rd lane, only 3 cars. Duff in the 17, Ryan Lynch in the 3, Griffin in the 77.
Looks like it's gonna be 25, split it in thirds.
2 stops, yep. Yep. And I would imagine everybody's going to be right about the same.
Yeah.
You are clear low if you want it.
Nah.
All right.
You see in the background that Carson moves up to the outside lane. A lot of positions.
72 again coming low.
Side. And the lone run, not even having to physically push each other, just using the arrow of the cars, the aerodynamics, to quite literally aerodynamically push these cars up to the top portion of the field here. So it could be 3 wide for the lead.
Eyesight is trying to get a little bit of a run. Nothing yet though. He's 2 cars back.
Around that back bumper,
and that just died out.
Pretty much push.
That's what we need, some 3 wide race and make it interesting.
Of course, the physical push would help a lot more, and I think that's what Williams is hoping for here.
Still side by side for 4 rows.
There goes Michael Thorpe Jr. up to the top side. That's going to leave the middle lane now with only 3 cars. The inside lane has 7, well now 8, albeit they are spread out. And the outside lane just has lost a bit more.
I'll let you know if this 88 jumps up high.
Nice again.
Nope, he stayed with the 28, so still just side by side.
Holds off and go to the outside of the 28. Look at the 17 of William Duff, though. Does he go to the outside? Yes, he does. He does not bring the 3.
17 got a big run, but only enough to get to the 88. Again, 2 cars behind you.
Lynch up to the outside lane. And through all this, Danny McConnell still leads here.
34 is going to go up there with him. Now that might get a little bit of a run, but 34 doesn't have any help yet.
Well, let's start to move up to the outside lane, trying to side draft the 88 head with the tail Mac. Side drafting himself in the process a little bit. It looks like now that the outside lane is closing in, they could get themselves sorted out. William Duff moves back to the middle. No doubt might move back to the outside lane. We'll see what he chooses to do here. Chooses to back off. So I wonder if he's...
They are 3 wide, 2 rows behind you.
Effectively just get some knowledge for a little bit later in the race, because the 3 and the 77, as well as the 17, they keep making moves up to the outside, but they're not really making a charge up through the outside lane. It's not that they aren't trying, but I believe they're very intentionally choosing to hang behind.
Sorry, William. I was...
Still side by side, 4 rows back.
72 of Danny McConnell, 33 Zachary Lovelace, the 6 of Jonathan Burt, the 46 of Jared Clark, the outside lane being led by the 8 of Brian McCann, the 28 of Tony Brent, the 88 of Billy Telemack, and then the 34 of Michael Thorpe Jr. These 8 have been stagnant.
Right now, it really looks like everybody's, for the most part, content on riding.
Lap 5 is how things have been. There's the 17 of William Duff lurking once again. Goes up to the outside with Brian Lynch. Philip Chavez in the 101 on the inside lane there on the now right-hand side of the screen. It looks like the 3 and 17 want to get going. The question.
All right, 17 does have help on the high side. They are 2 back.
Right, now they're a lot closer. They're a lot less.
I hit to take a screenshot.
This now.
Everything just froze that whole front stretch.
Oh, wow.
I was driving blind.
Towards the front of the.
I hit take a screenshot on my keyboard. Yeah.
So Tony, look up to the.
I don't even know what key that is, but it happened.
A little bit. Hangs on to it though.
We're lucky as hell I stayed straight.
I think it was probably S, because if you hit S, it takes a screenshot. If you hit V, it's the video.
Work with.
Well, it did that thing where it freezes your screen and lets you drag what you want to take a screenshot of.
Yeah.
And taking a look
Gotcha.
at our roster,
That's clip. That's weird.
David McConnell.
Yeah, I didn't think that was possible hitting one key. I thought that was a multi-keystroke thing.
Yes.
Yep.
So
I was trying to hit F9.
What to do here is drop down in front.
I'm afraid to touch the keyboard now.
72. This is a very tricky situation. 72 get together. You're not really going to separate those two. Those two could control the front 2 lanes very easily. So McCann,
all right,
his best.
I must have hit
no
F12.
Challenge, no third line at all.
Is to just stay here on the outside lane. You just have to park the car just directly next to the 72 and hope that a space does not open up like there between the 72 and 33.
All right, 28's gonna give you a little bit of a bump here. You are clear low.
Get his engine down. You can blow these cars up quite easily. If you're if you have the nose to someone's bumper for pretty much
both you and him are clear low.
You are very susceptible to having the engine
now just you.
And it's pretty much day done from that point on. Again, the 8 of McCann has that lead out front.
I was doing all that to turn my force feedback off so I can drive with one hand.
Down to the inside lane.
Got ya.
It almost cost us the race.
Coming to lap 20 this time. 5 more till we pit.
See in the back.
You are rights, lefts, no tires, or just fuel?
A little bit. Might have gotten a push from Michael Thorpe Jr. He had
good question. Let me think about it.
Down the 34. to the inside lane off to number 4 there in the background.
Usually if it's under green, I would say lefts and fill it up. If it's under caution, rights and fill it up.
Waiting to see.
Yeah, I just noticed our fuel tank is less than full. I mean, we're I guess like a 70% fuel tank.
The 17th,
So
77.
17's coming up the high side. Not there just yet. You are not yet 3 wide.
Lions
72 still down low.
and they've
Yeah, you've got eight laps left in the tank.
barely. I think for Tony Bren, what he wants to, or what he should do, at least in my opinion, is take that top lane, go around the 8 of Brian McCann, then go in front of Daniel McConnell. Use these top 3 cars.
You are both clear low. 28 went low.
Brian McCann
Not enough time for you to react.
just forcefully put
oh, he can have it.
You do have help coming up.
move down.
Here comes the 88.
He's been trying to do that for the past few laps. I wasn't sure if he was going to be successful at it, but now it's
17's coming up on the high side if you want to pick him up.
2 at the moment. 28
Now he's right rear.
not here tonight.
And he's got the 3 with him. The 88 just bailed. You're by yourself right now.
Man, they just leave me out to dry.
Side now it's just Brian
Nope.
all on his own.
Yes, they did.
Wants to. Again, he's got
High side, you can move up to the high side if you want to pick them up.
since it's where the field is. Yeah, he hasn't. He's got.
They screw me and I'll screw them.
Okay, he doesn't need another one. I'm not going to be the one to help him.
All right, 17's coming to the middle line to join with you.
Which the thought processes of all these other drivers here. Again, McCann not on a team, but might as well be with the wins that he's been racking up.
I'm thinking it's so easy to get off of pit lane because of the banking. Do you even need tires?
No, but these cars do get loose later in the run.
On the
All right.
Motorsports team have decided to.
So I guess we'll do. Yeah, we can try left, see what happens.
In behind the 8 of Brian McCann.
Left only.
All right,
Left and fuel, my bad.
That's
got it.
quite a lot better to.
Yep, I got you.
Whoa, my goodness. What
And
we
yeah,
did.
I'll give you a tear off. I see the couple spots you got there. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. They're
That Ford
outside.
dropping oil out here.
William Duff got onto the back bumper of the 8, caused him to whip.
Yep, told you.
Not the.
And William, is that who that is? William, he's
You can see the physical shove, how much
Yeah.
momentum that gets.
he's testing the limits.
Ahead.
Yeah.
I had to put 2 hands on the wheel.
And he's got to line up right on you and push, not hit. When I ran that charity race here a couple weeks back in these cars, I got up to the front and I went right to the back. I hated being pushed in these things.
Yeah, the person behind you is in full control.
Getting the push from behind by Ryan Lynch.
Yep. You are clear low.
Brian McCann chooses to drop to the inside here. He has the space available to
28 coming up. Back inside.
He's left it wide open. Decides against it. He'll stay up on the middle lane once again. Believe it or
I'll
not,
try to find you a gap to the bottom. That way you're able to pit. We're coming to lap 25.
this method
You
seems
got 4.5 left in the tank.
as well. You see the speeds here for William Duff down the back straightaway, 187 miles per hour. These cars maybe, possibly, at least able to peak at about 195, I believe.
Unless you wait for that bottom line to go in. That way you go in with other people.
Yeah, I'm thinking we wait and be like the second lap
Lap
of people to go in.
Ooh, he just gave you a shot.
the way through this event so far. Again, the push from William Duff to Brian McCann up on the outside. Through turn 2, down the back straightaway they'll go. And not much movement. I don't blame drivers for not really wanting to push to make a third lane so early on. It's not exactly the time.
He did good that time.
I would not be
He's learning.
surprised, though, that some drivers would willingly choose
Yeah, he barely touched it.
forcefully and try to make a run on the top lane. But right now it's just It's not.
Has anybody pitted yet?
I mean, the third.
Here it comes.
Second lane now it's just
No.
cars. It's Brian McCann, William Duff, Ryan Lynch. There.
Interesting.
The inside lane is pretty much everybody else.
All right, coming back up to you. Contact.
See the 17 once again on the back bumper, the 8 down the back stretch. Tony Brent trying to move up, side draft a little bit. Using his entire car to side draft as well in the process.
That's third, fourth, and fifth. Come on down.
And here we go. This is something I was wondering about, is when pit stops would occur. That is pretty much half the field does
Nice work.
speed. No one locks up. It looks like everybody has managed to make it safely to pit road. Quite literally, about half the field. From 9th all the way to 17th. Careful, guys. This is going to be the key thing there. A little bit of contact between the, I believe, 88 and 22. 72, that's who it was. 72, McConnell having difficulty to find his pit.
All right, come. Don't speed.
The rest of the field, single file all the way in the back.
Nice work.
Can last about 25 laps, so they can last until the stage, potentially pitting about lap 55 for the next round of pit stops. Look at the 101 of Philip Chavez. He's going to go.
All right, so you got 3 guys with you, then there's a break, and then there's another 3, and then there's a bigger break, and there's only 2. So that definitely broke some cars up.
Here.
Duff, Lynch, and Griffin just went down pit road.
Hang on to it. And Brian McCann's going to be the first driver to lead everybody off pit road.
There's contact.
Brent, 88 of Heberly Talon Mack, 33 of Zachary Lovelace. Is anybody here overshoot their pit box? Doesn't look like it. 4 tires and feet.
That brake bar's a little strong on the rear, but it worked.
Very quick 11
Gotcha.
second to 12 second pit stops. So that may have only taken.
I got it turned up 4 clicks for next time.
Tires are still full.
Top 5 are the only ones that haven't come down pit road yet.
That might have been the case for a lot of these drivers because on the throttle it took 4 tires and fuel, about 14.5 second stop average. 14.6 actually. This entire top 5 has not gone to pit road. They've chosen to stay out. Very, very intriguing decision from these drivers to not pit immediately after. I wonder if they think they'll be able to maybe lap a few of the drivers, but here's the thing. This is where the tail end of the field is.
Fitness lap.
So we can get a better view. So there's Larry Griffin, the tail end
This is going to be a great out lap.
of the field in general. And then there are your leaders as of right now. So if they do want to pit, they better make a quick decision. Travis and Bill Dart. Do they decide to go to pit road? It looks like everybody else might be.
Absolutely.
Yes, Bill Dart very eager to get into pit road. Do they all hang on to it? Looks like yes. No one smoked the tires on pit entry. Very solid pit entry for
That,
everyone.
and he's drafting near perfect.
And so now your net leader is.
Yeah, he's really steady on you. You guys are going to blow right by. They are just now leaving pit road.
Well, there's Brad McCann. Here is everybody else who have just pit. And we should see the lead cars making their way around. There they go. So maybe leaving it too little too late. Cameron Sarton somehow is the first one on pit road. 10.9 second stop. He snuck his way up.
Good thing we pitted right there.
First car off pit road. Everyone single file.
Yeah.
And it looks like these drivers should not be falling off too soon. We do have 2 separate packs though. We have quite a lot of separate packs actually. So 10 laps, just over 10 laps before the stage. Let's go ahead and
All right, so everybody that pit with you is in the top 9. Then there's a 2.5 second break back to Cam Sarton in 10th. And then another 3-second break back to P12 for Dark.
Top 9.
And it looks like that's where they stay, going back to the top 17.
Try to start. And we have
So from first to last right now is almost 7 seconds.
somebody else. Start the 17th here. So it'll be a while before
Races are won and lost on pit road.
anyone really tries to make a move. But Cameron Sargent
Very
is,
true.
I would say, in prime position in a sense. His last car in the top 10. Wonderful new look. I believe he just recolored from, I think he just recolored from pink to orange. Yes, he did. But Sarton and Dart are just on the tail end of the top 9 here. So they should be able to catch up pretty easily. There goes Michael Thorpe Jr. I believe he's gotten shuffled out to the outside.
Tony Brent's going to try on the high side.
Back of the field here. It's the back of this.
He's at the right rear, the guy behind you. No momentum.
2 again, stage ends
And no help.
40. And you know what? While we have a chance, here is what the championship points look as of right now. 4 points separate Heberly Telemac from Doug Pierce, who is all the way back in 16th. Doug Pierce is in a better position, arguably. The reason why I say
That right there is how you draft. You just get right up to the bumper and maintain.
There he is.
Yeah, he's pulling out a little bit just to get air. Here comes the 34, though.
Doug Pierce.
He's outside P2 on your right rear now, and he's got some help. 1 car's with him.
He is, in a sense, would have to be in a must-win situation. We'll see how everything shuffles out. Not sure why the gap is suddenly
34 is going to pull in front of you.
right, I think. And I'm seeing why now.
Good news is it's Camaro to Camaro. Not too bad for pushing.
Somehow, Cameron Sargent and Travis Dart have snuck their way up to the top of the field. Not only that, Michael Thorpe Jr. is in the lead as well. Oh my goodness.
Watch your engine temps
Here's Cameron Sargent. Michael Thorpe Jr.
if you get locked on.
from 6th to, I guess, technically 3rd in the point standings. That's with the 1,000 points, but after all of this, the points will be completely reset for everybody.
I'm not used to doing this.
I have to look at the rule book once again.
I'm all over the place.
Appropriate points set
I get it.
after this. So I would tell Mac is actually in a bit of a danger zone here. Doug Pierce has the upper hand. I would arguably say, I mean, pretty much.
I'll let you know as soon as you clear up high if you want to get there.
Let me go with this here.
You're clear up.
So I don't trip over my words, especially with in-ear monitoring where it's delayed by about half a second. Like, wow. I'm okay. Let's try this.
Top 3 are now clear. 28 still staying behind you, though.
A lot to save his engine. Not a surprise.
Looks like that high side completely fell apart.
This. Effectively, of course, anybody who's not 11th through 1st in the point standings as of right now, they're fine. They don't have to worry. Again, arguably, you could say, well, yeah, of course, Heatherly, Telemac, Doug Pierce, Larry Griffin, Jared Claude, yeah, of course they're in a must-win situation. No duh. They're not locked in. With the context of everything here and how quickly this could swing around for Doug Pierce's favor, I would think, at least in the current context of this situation, Heatherly has to win.
This car just does not get hot.
The top 12.
Look at that grill completely wide open.
Very quickly gain these positions. So in order for Telemac to avoid having that rip,
That's getting a little hot.
he has to go for
You're at 250. Yeah, you're about 250 right now.
it's a
Water temp and oil about matching.
kind of scenario, but that's in the current context of this situation. We still have time to go. And the thing is, with Heberly's current position as well, with the stage end closing in, Heberly could maybe just get lucky enough with points. We'll see how things go here once we get to the end of the stage, but we still have 4 laps to go into until the end of the stage.
It is one long conga line all the way back.
I mean, at the same time, we just saw Michael Thorpe Jr. go to the outside. I wrote him off immediately, and somehow I believe because of the help of the 1 and the 26, he had gotten pushed into the lead ahead of the 88 of Brian McCann. So there's a lot that can happen here. That happened in what, maybe a lap. A lot can happen here in these last 4 or so laps here until the completion of the stage. So
I just realized
we're definitely going to be waiting.
I turned my air conditioner off before I started racing. Now it's getting real hot in here.
Issues again, which is,
Oh boy.
I can only relate. I can only empathize.
I know where the controller's at. The problem is getting to it.
Team here.
Gotcha.
Luckily for Hunter Carson, he is coming into this race. Well, actually, as of right now, 7th in the points. Harris starts 6th. They are again fine. They are okay. So not much to worry about.
Look at you multitasking. All right, 13 coming up on the high side. He does have some help. If you want up, go, go, go.
Getting ready here for the completion of the stage because everything will be changing.
Now outside.
Yeah, this is the last chance for anyone outside of the top, well, 12. Top, yeah, anyone outside the top 12 who get themselves
All right, side by side, 13.
crucial. Remember I said that?
He has the 26 behind him. It's going to be Travis Dart.
Well, look at the outside lane here. Just a couple laps ago, Heberly was 4th, and now
13's occasionally kick flipping, so I don't know how that works.
88 down to 7th, making these gains very minimal for the 88. If I was Heberly, I would have gone to the outside, but
I kind of prefer being in control and being the pusher.
we'll see how things play out here. 2 laps to go until the completion of the stage. We are just past the halfway.
Got you.
Of this race. Let's take away the live points for now, but keep a note right here. That is a 1-point difference between Heberly and Doug Pierce. So that 88 needs to get going now. At the completion,
Side by side for 3 rows. After that, it's all single file.
41 is when stage points will be awarded. This is going to be very close for these drivers here.
You're clear of the 13.
Not only introducing fine margins, but introducing even more ridiculously fine margins at the super speedway.
He's still side by side with the 28.
It will be the final
Moving back up to your right side.
caution at the end of the stages. Stage points will be awarded at the completion of this lap. Hunter Karsten as well looking to get himself some extra points. I don't blame him. Michael Thorpe Jr. and
All stage points in this lap, it said. Or at the completion of it. If you want to try to give the 34 a little bit of a shot, maybe give him max points. That's Mike Thorpe. Not quite sure where he is in points if you've taken a look at him today.
start going up to the outside, trying to cool down his engine.
You are clear high if you want to try to go for him yourself.
Take the
Maybe a little bit of side draft.
moment. There goes the 8 of Brian McCann. He's going to leave the 34 to the inside. That's going to cause him to lose momentum. So here we go at the start finish line. It is the 34 Michael Thorpe Jr. at the line, getting
I gave him too much of a push out of 4.
power back. They want to reach the top 10.
That's right, back side by side. 13's a good pusher, but he is in a Toyota, so he's got to be careful.
Doing that in the process, we've accidentally wiped out the overlay, and it's
You are back clear low if you want it.
there we go. We'll get the points.
He's going to go ahead and take it low. There you go. Good block.
I would say a side by side. Look at the 8 of McCann. He is trying to absolutely close off any sort of a run that 13 had. And that was pretty successful. Here comes Michael Thorpe Jr. though to the outside. We won't really be seeing these drivers pit until about 15 laps from now. So I would say now is a pretty good time to.
That cold air
To the
feels so
outside.
good.
He does have the 26 with him. Back side by side.
Here are your top 10. Michael Thorpe,
What'd you say?
Brian McCann,
That cold air feels so good.
Hunter Karsten, Cameron Sutton, Mac, Zachary Lovelace, Jonathan Britt, and Daniel McConnell. That is your top 10 at the line. The points will be updated accordingly.
Hunter's a pretty good pusher.
So we're going to go ahead and throw it side by side. You won't miss.
Yeah, that was a nice gentle push. You are clear high if you want it.
Like the Super Speedway. The Doug Pierce 200 at Talladega continues. You won't miss.
Still clear.
Of the action.
Coming up side. Right rear. '26 locked on, shoving them ahead. Still right side. Kind of pinching you down. There you go. Side by side, 4 rows deep.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see
34 lost his help.
here is what you feel.
You are clear up.
Butt Kicker.
34's got help back, trying to pull it back up with you. Right rear and side. Coming to lap 45 this time, 11 laps left in the tank.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released
Again, clear up.
for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program in our IndyCar
I
program.
think we want to stay low just so we can pit when we want to.
We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included.
Okay. The only thing about that right now is when they all went down pit road, you were able to join it because you were on the high side. And they gave you some kind of notice. $13 not looking, just cooling off a little bit. 34 is going to take a look on the outside again. This time he's got the 72 with him, side by side. Double wide, 3 rows back. Travis Dart is all by himself.
Travis Dart lost the
Clear
draft.
back up again. No, he's just, he doesn't have anybody to his outside just yet.
Gotcha.
It's all single file behind him. '72 just took an air bump and got a little squirrely. Back side by side. Right rear, 13's coming up to give you a little bit of a bump maybe. There we go. Nope, backed off a little bit in the tri-oval. Same thing happened with 72 into 34. Still just side by side, no contact. 13's coming on up. Give you a little bit of a shot. There it is.
Sorry.
34 lost his help. You're clear high. Is going to gain some new help in the shape of Heverly Telemac
Back here with
and that 88.
You guys up
And
there
actually,
with
never
real
mind.
sorry
88
about
just ditched
that.
him and took a hole that was low.
Yeah, everybody's getting ready to pit
34's
probably.
by himself on that high side. Yep, coming to lap 50 this time.
I think when I should have Zach. That's good, Daniel.
Do the same thing, left and fuel, windshield tear off.
Can do. Next time.
No. I'm hoping they'll call it out and we'll just go when they call.
Okay.
Tony Brent was a real good pusher, so either or Tony did a real good pit stop. So if he goes in, that's who I want to pit with.
Super Speedway, just about 25 laps.
Gotcha.
Final.
And last time he called it out early, so
And proudly, we are now able to give you the point standings
hopefully he does it again.
stage. So not real-time point standings at the moment.
Right.
These are
Well, you've got 5 more laps in the tank.
now. It is 3 points between Doug Pierce
And you're all set. Do you need your spotter back, or were you good last time?
the driver's current run.
I'm good.
That is just the points as of the stage.
So if you hear Tony call out pitting,
go.
that's when I'm pitting.
Between now and the end of this race, still
Okay.
through first that are mathematically locked into this event, at least into the round of 12 more accurately.
They're probably all waiting on me.
Entire top, well, pretty much the entire portion of the field have been fighting it out.
Well, you're burning more fuel than they are right now.
Well,
Yeah.
but now, because that pit stops are starting to close in, everyone has started to single file out just to make sure that they can get to the end.
We'll run a drive if we have to, though.
Point standings here as things are currently looking, and we see the points in favor right now.
So I can go 3 more from here.
8 points at the cutoff.
Yeah.
That will
You said Tony Brent, right?
with the small version here
Got in 3rd place.
with showing
Okay.
through 16th.
Yep, gotcha.
8-point separation between Heverly and Doug Pierce, but a lot can still happen. But the 88 sitting pretty, as they say, in a very well-advantaged situation here, sitting in 4th place with a teammate both in front and behind for Texas Speed. Hey man, that's G-Force. Somehow lapsed on that. Texas Speed being Jonathan Briggs, Zachary Lovelace, and Jared Claude,
Heading
more
that time.
accurately.
Sitting.
All right, it's Bill Dart,
Might just keep the live points up for
Doug Pierce.
longer, but in fact, we'll keep
Those are all guys that are in the back.
And
They
just-
hit it on lap 27, 1 lap after you did last time.
in a very chaotic what-if scenario. Wonder if I have time to do this as well. Let's go ahead and go through the field as well for these drivers. Brian McCann had qualified in
Pitting.
6 at the moment in 4th place. Hunter Carson sits
Got it.
qualified 5th, currently sits in 2nd. Tony Brent qualified 11th, managed to sneak his way up to the top portion of the field here in the top 5. He sits 3rd at the moment, just before we get into pit stops, and we're gonna throw all of that out the window because here they come
Good job.
into pit road, including the lead cars. Do they
Damn, what a crew.
in time?
Holy cow.
15 of Hunter Karsten has
Quite
missed
impressive.
pit road entry.
Yeah, it is.
It is 11 cars in the pit road, and the 13
Nice.
Nobody wrecked.
of it.
Wow.
From race control, but an unsafe pit entry.
Nobody wrecked.
An unsafe pit entry.
And that's 11 cars. That's awesome.
It looks like fuel,
All right, come. Don't speed.
and things go from bad to worse for the 13. Is there an
26 to your outside.
How about no? Let's take a look here at the replay. Watch the 13
Still there, letting you go. Nope. Now you got the 72. They're both going to let you go.
past the pit entry line. So that right here is
How about that?
safe pit entry. No clear from race control, which makes sense. An unsafe pit entry is an unsafe pit entry.
You'll have no problem catching up to Heverly in front of you. And he's got such a gap, you'll probably be able to go to his outside, hoping that the guys behind you go with you.
And who do we got? Did everyone actually go to pit?
Nope, they left you out to dry.
Is just now leaving pit road. I believe they were spread
This
out.
eye.
And in fact, yes,
This means we get the race.
are
Yeah, you got 26 coming up your backside.
how
There you go.
Tony Brent. Why did he stop in his box for?
How far back to the next group do we need to
Take
go
it
single
3
file
wide,
here?
34 is coming up behind you.
The same amount. Did they?
The next group is 16 seconds back. That's from about P8 back.
10-4, so it's just us.
Go back here
Yeah.
and let's see if we can find the 28. That is definitely not live. Let's try this one more time. Let's go back.
You are clear low if you want it.
And we'll go back a couple more times here. There's a 6.
88 now, left rear.
On pit entry. I don't believe anyone will be able to see the speed live. Let's double check this really quickly. No. So, let's see. At the line right here. No, we'll have to manually rewind. Apologies for that.
Yeah, you guys are pulling away. They must be racing in the back.
And he was at 65 miles an hour.
How many cars is in?
At about
7.
70 miles an hour. Jared Claude was
Actually, I take that back, only 5. And then there's a 6-second gap back to 6.
over him. So those are the 3. So, yeah, I believe they did speed in pit road. Entry speed, of course, at 50 miles an hour. I have to double check that one more time, actually, for pit entry speed, just to be sure. Yes, pit entry speed is 55 miles an hour. So while they did get an unsafe pit entry, they did speed on pit road, and that was
Clear low.
way more damaging.
Both you and the 26 are clear low. He's choosing to stay in the middle line.
For those drivers,
All right, you're going to pick up the 88 now.
groups here.
They're catching us big time back there in the back.
26 picked up the 34.
Time. This is your lead group right now.
We need to get single file.
No,
here.
you've actually pulled away.
This is your top
What?
5.
Yeah, you're still gaining time. They went from 6 seconds back to over 7 seconds back, and the couple, the bigger group that's way in the back are now over 22 seconds back.
Jonathan Burt and Zachary Lovelace. Then we have Philip Chavez, Larry
Coming to 18 to go.
Pierce. Then we have Ryan Lynch and William Duff.
Hang on.
Hunter Karsten is with Jared Claude, Cameron Sarton, and Tony Brent, the 4 drivers that had those issues on pit road. And I believe, double checking the track map, no,
Say that again.
they are still quite a ways away from the lead cars. In fact, they are just now about to exit turn 2.
8 seconds back to P6 now.
I don't think it's going to matter if we get a
So-
go.
P6 is catching us.
Those are the gaps.
Wait, no, they're not. Never mind. Okay, I'm reading my screen wrong here.
No, not at all.
I know. I got you.
It's Vegas.
I forgot green is we're gaining. I thought
Okay.
green meant they're gaining.
A
My bad.
racing. That is,
Yeah, I had to look at their lap times.
Let's go ahead and show you the cut line with everything and how that stands. Heverly Mac 301 points to Doug Pierce's 395. So even if Heverly were to finish 5th, Doug
Yeah,
Pierce
even though you guys are side by side, you're still pulling away.
is in prime spot to do so. He is at the tail end of this group. So go ahead and keep this up, I believe, the remainder of the race, just to see where these two will stack against each other. Because now it's a 4-point gap.
I'm trying to think of my strategy here with just 5 cars.
It's in the event of a tiebreaker.
I don't want to be the leader.
Right, we'll go ahead and pull that up on the side and indulge everybody in.
It's gonna rely on who's willing to go with you.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm on the top 2 rows here, I'm a sitting dog. The people behind me is in control. I want to be in control.
At the end of the regular season, it goes by wins, average finish, top 5.
Well,
order. Tiebreakers.
I mean, you could go up high and then duck down behind the other 4 cars and just kind of ride for a while. You could try that. Or just kind of stay where you are and just ride for a bit. You're coming to 15 to go though.
Finish, which
I'm going to drop back at some point. I'm probably going to pull left on the back stretch.
At the Ross of everything.
How many? Is there a car behind this orange car?
Start to make their way
behind me.
Side lane, but can't get that run against the 2 cars just yet. Oh no, the 34.
Something just happened to the 34.
He's stuck behind the 26.
So now there really is only 4 of you.
Done for Michael Thorpe Jr.
Oh my goodness.
Cannot be repaired.
$5 to see if you press the button.
Something happened. Cannot be repaired.
Has
He blew an engine.
exploded in turns 3 and 4.
He got too hot?
We're trying to push
Wow.
the 26.
I didn't think it would get that hot.
Listen in to the engine here in turn 3.
Oh yeah. And then there were 4.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be the leader.
10 seconds back to P5.
Immediate loss of power. That is it for the 34. Remember what I said, you stick behind these cars for
26 is going to the outside, hoping for a little bit of help.
then
Kind of side drafting a little bit.
Thorpe had
Up to P2.
not looked at his gauges. The water temperature, no doubt. The oil temperature
Well,
skyrocketing, no doubt flashing.
let's think about this. If I'm the leader and I got 3 cars behind me,
That was the
then they'll have to work together, like you said, to
Yep.
get around me. 1 car cannot get around me. So,
Right. Really and Doug Pierce have the position and the point as a result of that. So these two are still about, they're still about the same here. They're still about even, but
I don't know.
Travis, how much will it
insanely
take?
prime position to win this.
The 26 just backed up until he got enough of a space to get a run. He was able to get up to the 88 behind you and then lost all momentum. So it's going to take help.
Secure it.
And talk about help. Here comes the 72. He's now got the 26 with him, and you're going to be 2 by 2.
See, if that was the last lap right there, that's how we
26
lose.
just locked on.
To the outside goes
Yeah, that's what it's going to take to win right there.
the help of,
So I don't want to be the
Yeah,
leader.
of Travis
Well, now you're where you wanted to be.
Daniel
Yeah.
McCullough to win. That was
Right, I think 3rd place is exactly where you want to be.
now, of course, William Duff and Philip Chavez now being in the 11th. That's because the 72 being in the
Because Travis is going to pull out.
Because what 26 just did.
point standings for a win. So that moves.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, if it's like this at the last lap, Travis is going to pull out to pass Daniel.
3rd place
I'm going to
line.
hit Travis, maybe not hit Travis, but maybe go 3 wide and hope that the guy behind me picks me. It really comes down to whoever, 2-car tandem.
McConnell, because he is leading, would lock himself.
Yeah, I mean the 88 behind you could actually determine who wins the race.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna manipulate it. Damn.
Of course, I might have to double check that in the meantime. But in the event that does come down to
And
a
you're gaining time, and the guys in the back now over 12 seconds.
Tarmac,
I think what I do here is in the last 10 laps, just figure out how far I need to back off and like at the front stretch to get a run.
this league, its average finish position.
Guarantee you, it's gonna be.
Yep, just like what the 26 tried when he got up to the 88 while y'all were still racing a little bit ago. He got up to the guy in 2nd place, so you might actually have a chance at going splitter to splitter for the win.
It might also be possible we try to go 4 wide because nobody will go with anybody.
has to keep in mind to, of course, not have his engine.
That's possible also.
11 laps to go. And Doug Pierce has not really made a move to...
So on the backstretch here, you get a real good run.
points. Thought they were going to take a look at
I
this.
wonder if I can drop. I'm going to drop to like
I can't
3
stand it while
tenths
I'm driving.
and see how long it takes me to catch up.
Yeah, Steve, I'll throw you 10 big ones. $10 if you hit that cost button right now. Or how about Carson Hostevar, self-spin, and then you're like, oh shit, we got one spin on the backstretch, and then call.
Hopefully, 4th place doesn't pull out, try to pass. All right, here's 2 tenths. Let's do this.
All kind of getting fired.
In the lead right now.
Hey, listen, we only got about 16 in here. I
So
don't
2
think it's
tenths
that
wide
crazy.
open, middle 1, 2.
Hey, 17.
I'm going to catch him too fast.
Count here.
I don't want to catch him this fast.
So Doug Pierce, he
Man,
could
Mike, I don't know.
actually...
We haven't got one
he could probably get himself, so 296
So it might have to be from the middle of 3 and 4 and off.
tie. If Doug Pierce
But
does
if that's the case, then you're going to be doing with no help because they're not going to push in the middle of the corner.
for that final...
I just got to get a strong enough
And
run.
if the 88's not on your bumper, you're not going to have any help.
So now this raises the next question of, well, what's the average finish for both these drivers? As of right now, I really tell Max average finish is 14 points.
I wonder if I can sneak back here and get a 4 tenths run.
14.2 average finish. Oh my goodness. That probably does not include this race, which it could change potentially.
I don't think the 88's going to let you drop back anymore.
There's a lot of variables here in these
He's not on the same mindset I am.
If they do end up tied on average finish, then it'll go to top fives, then top tens.
He's probably looking at that timing board. He's like, why the hell are we 2 tenths back? I can't even slow down.
At that point, we'll see how things shape out. But
Work with me here. I want 4 tenths.
and then uncharacteristically spread out last portion of the field, that they're all together. I mean, we have...
Here we go.
Now, the one that we're
That's a
watching,
3 tenth run.
they're in turn 2. We have the 33 and 6 at the start finish line. The one that
That right there.
Pierce in the tri-oval. Another group,
That's a little early,
another group just barely behind them in turn 3.
but that's a good amount of speed.
If only we could show you the track map, and in fact, we might try and put something together just to show you the absolute insane.
I think I need to kick the throttle out of 4. I don't need to kick it in the middle of the turn.
See if we can do that. Right now, we just have to sit back and watch and just wait to see what happens. Because no doubt, with 7 laps to go, a lot more can...
Because the guy behind me, he can't pass. There's no way he can pass me solo. So I kind of got him trapped. That's why I want to be 3rd. I think 3rd place has the best control over this situation here.
I agree.
So just for fun, on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, we'll show you where pretty much everybody is running at the moment. There is the track map where everybody is right now.
I'm trying to maintain a gap just to
We have so many.
get the 88 used to riding like this.
I'm not sure if these leaders are going to catch up to
Right.
the group of around turns 2 now. In fact, they are
Try it from the entrance of 3.
sure why Ryan Lynch and William Duff have become disconnected.
Oh, that's a good point, because the start-finish line is so
He's not gonna
far.
use-
These cars. And
Right.
just luckily, they all...
All right.
I don't think the 88's going to let you back up, though.
Ryan Lynch and
Yeah,
William
we'll have to do it next lap.
Duff starting to overheat.
Yeah.
But that is what it looks like around...
This is a 2 tenths right here, so let's try it out of 4.
We're
No, this is too far.
laps to go.
He's not on you. Yeah, he's not on you.
If they remain any more disorganized,
It might be like a 3/10 halfway down the backstretch.
well, who knows?
Let's try that.
In the meantime, let's go ahead and check on the 39 of Doug Pierce. How is he doing? He has moved up one spot. He is currently at 297 points.
You're now 17 seconds over P5, so you have absolutely pulled away.
And everyone knows that at Super Speedway, just because you lead coming
Hey, there's 3/10. Don't rent me.
All right, go for it.
at the end of the race.
Nope, he gave you room. He's not on you.
Like it's our own
Laps.
race
It's all
here.
you right now.
Potentially 4.5, depending
Larry,
on
how
what
did you
leads
That right there is looking like money. That's money.
Still not on you though.
stake here.
Yeah, but he
Could
and he wasn't even on you, and you pulled right back up to their bumper.
for the tiebreak.
That was a good run.
Here,
Oh, 88's going to try outside, but he's not going to have anything.
also the start finish line.
I just need to maintain third here. Oh no.
72 pulled up to go with him.
No, they're way too far back. So where Doug Pierce is, he's just
I'm going to force
turn 3.
a situation here where we're side by side
Remember what he said as well
intentionally.
about just
Oh no.
Oh.
at the end of the last lap, he may not be leading at the end of the race.
Okay, you're back. You're back side by side.
Doug Pierce has found himself now up into the 8th spot. But Danny McConnell will just go back.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't want to be last.
This is interesting.
so one time I wish I had 2 cameras available.
Get in behind the 88.
On. So Doug,
No,
I don't think I'll be able to.
the key number for Doug Pierce here is finishing in
Thank you.
7th. That is
All right, so that whole thing's out the window.
Yeah.
his point.
I mean, I can still do it and get a good run, even if I'm in last, and then hope that they just kind of get mixed up and have a run anyway.
Is in a must-win situation.
Yeah.
You see the 72
It's going to be
There you
all
go.
about that run.
because if Doug
Push him up and then dive back behind the 88.
is also out, try to start and
There you go.
can if they do win,
Or-
do not knock out the
I'm just messing with them right now.
26 and 8
I wonder.
been on points, so they will not.
I'm not going to push them to the front.
Powerfully toward place. In fact, that point might be shown off.
I might just
2 laps.
try a last place run.
Will go to the outside, gets pushed a little bit too hard.
All right, well,
2.
you're coming to 2 to go.
If I were heavily, I would not be pushing that 72. Just
Yep, dip on down.
for purposes. I don't believe that 72. Even if the 72 is not eligible, I would not be pushing the 72 for the win.
Pick up Ryan. You don't want to give him third.
I'll have to wait
Yeah, I
and
look at
see
that
how
right
things fare here. 1.5 laps to go down the back straightaway.
I think I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Does Heberly want the win
Okay.
for that 88 machine?
This is white flag.
Yep.
Travis Dart falls in line. This time by off turn number 4. We will have 1 lap to go, and that this
Oh.
the story is
Change of plans.
88 is effectively in a must-win situation just to secure the top or the last spot in the top 12.
There you go.
Pierce has
Take the run.
to 7th
Give him a push and then duck down.
to the outside.
Push him all the way out.
Help from Brian McCain
Ready.
to win.
Not yet clear. Not clear.
For losing the top 12 spot to the lead is the 26th.
Oh, not clear.
V8
Oh, that was close.
to the inside. No, Travis Dart hesitant. He does go to the inside lane. Doug Pierce and Heberly
Yeah, that was close.
are currently tied. This time by off turn number.
There you go.
Heberly all
You might get a P3 here.
2 follows the 26th
Oh, look at that. You talked about 4 wide. There it is.
finish line. Will it be?
Oh, what's it going to be? Brian McCann gets the W.
Did I get that?
Nice job.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my goodness.
Brian McCann by
Good job, sir.
1,000
Wow. 1
thousandths of a second.
9/1000.
McCann.
Oh my goodness.
Here is the key thing. The 88 of Heberly Tillman
Wow.
has advanced by 2 points at the
You talked about a 4 wide finish, and yeah, you called it.
2 points, too shy. Props to him.
Thank you, Jamie.
He did all he can to the start finish line.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Repeat.
Shy is the 39 of Doug.
That was close,
brother.
Really, Telemac has secured a spot into the top 12. Brian McCann gets an 8th win on the season in a 4-wide drag race to the line. Wow.
Rule next year, if there's less than 5 cars in the first back, we throw a caution. Who says no?
I am utterly speechless. That has what just occurred in front of me.
This restrictor plate is hurting my burnout capabilities.
Correction, the top 3 cars.
Either that or a Chevrolet.
By 0.013 seconds. Wow. But still a 4-wide finish nonetheless.
Oh no, I looked at the broadcast.
I'll go through everything here momentarily as we watch the 8 of Brian McCann, rightfully so, burn down a 8th win, almost at 7th, an 8th win on the season. Wow. Brian McCann, once again, has pulled out another win. The lone driver on the very top side. The 8 car has secured the win at
That's what happened.
Finish line.
He got sideways. I heard some tires.
Secured the 12th and final spot going into the round of 12 next week.
I think the bottom line. Wow, look at that.
It was
I think the bottom line
close to
had it
positions.
until that happened.
Could have been a tiebreaker. But luckily for the 88 and for the Texas Speed.
How'd he get sideways? Oh, Travis came up and got him.
Drivers. Actually, it could be.
I knew that 88 was going to go middle, so I didn't even want that middle. I wanted to build as much run as I could and take that outside.
For that number,
luckily, it worked.
Daniel has seen him sparingly throughout the past few weeks, but doing.
Yeah, 72 didn't come up the block or anything. He was just whoever got to the line.
Start finished in the 4th place position. Last of the drivers to make it 4 wide and just barely almost had a shot at.
Travis gave me that win there, hitting that 88.
Still continuously again secure a.
No, the 88 hit Travis
firmly in the top 5. Speaking of the top 5, rounding out
that
was close.
That
was really close.
Of Jonathan Burt. Zachary Lovelace finishes in 7th. Doug Pierce.
How close was it here when?
I say Zachary Lovelace finishes.
I was trying to
7th.
cut down.
Zachary Lovelace finishes 6th. 7th place is.
It was close.
Pierce, Bill Dart.
Because I was waiting for you to say clear.
Griffin.
And I could tell by my mirror that it was like pixel perfect.
Tony Brent finishes in 11th.
Yeah.
Ryan Lynch.
If I came, I might have could have got it there, but man, that's close.
No harm, no foul for the number 1.
Yeah, look at that.
He was. He's been locked in for a while. So
yeah,
more than
that's net code range there.
That's like praying for no net code. Yeah, exactly.
Exploding, overheating in turns 3 and 4, but again, the 34.
I think it would have fit, but man, that's close.
And so.
And then I backed out.
Comes the main thing here. We'll have your points.
Oh, something happened.
You're still live.
Yeah, the audio went weird. I guess it was the broadcast audio. Yeah, there's back.
The points ordering based on. Oh, well, that was fast. Jeez. That's the fastest that's ever come up. Well, I guess during interviews, we'll go ahead and give you your finishing, or not finishing results, but the championship standings. So stand by for the championship standings. Not trying to do this intentionally, just trying to make sure that everything is as said. So we'll go ahead and triple check the standings in the meantime. But for now, we'll go ahead and.
Oh, I'm behind. He's already interviewing.
Your top 3 finishers, and that is starting off with the 3rd place finisher, that being the 72 of Daniel McConnell. And Daniel, congratulations.
Oh, he's starting with third.
Your third place finish.
I'm going to go ahead and jump up into the booth.
Congratulations. Yeah. But you've been here
Thank you,
since,
Pete.
I believe, about the...
All right, Brian. Good luck the rest of the season. You're absolutely welcome. I'll definitely be
pretty good.
Coming in and check out your stream when you're on, and man, go get them.
All right, man. Thank you. Have a good one.
4 or so races, but
you got it, buddy. Thanks,
bud. Turn around this week. You managed to get a top 3.
Yeah, no, I haven't. To your point, I haven't had
good racing there.
Luck, just trying to find my
it was fun though.
In this car, I'm not used to running it, but
damn it, McCain.
Coming to a super speedway, it's something that I really enjoy, especially all the work involved with the other cars.
Yeah, it was pretty much any of our race there at the end.
Yeah, for real, 100% it was.
The field out there, so I was.
Wow, we finished 8,000th of a second right there, dude.
Third place finish.
That was wild. That's wild.
I'm going to be double checking the championship standings here on my side before I go ahead and say anything. No, okay, we're good. But yeah, third place, though, not too bad. Next week we head to Homestead, of course. In fact, fun fact, well, I don't know if it's a fun fact necessarily, but races 7, 8, and 9. I don't have a name to relate those to at the moment. You managed to get 23 points, then 24. And then race 10 through, 10, 11, 12, ran into some bad luck, no points. One of them might have been dropped, actually, but last week got 32 points, finishing in, I believe, that was around the top 5. I have to double check my math on that. 10th. Actually, not too bad. So, turning it around with the stats, and next week we head to the Homestead Miami Speedway. So, heading into the back half of the season, not much to worry about for you, but no doubt, like you said, try and get used to the car and get some practice in. So, what's going to be your method heading into Homestead for next week?
Just kind of like, I take all these old tracks realistically. I just try.
This was a money race too.
Car. I'm mainly used to road racing, so a lot of left footing. But
winner gets some, and then a random drawing for 2 other spots.
Important on keeping it steady and smooth, but probably ease into it and find my pace.
So before we go ahead and let you go celebrate your third place finish with your team, go ahead and shout who gets it done for you for that number 72.
That's going to be, the guys over at Texas Speed, as well as over here at G-Force. I mean, great group of guys, and obviously very, very appreciative to have the opportunity to run here at FSRA as well. Brian.
I thank you for your time as well. Congratulations on your third place finish. We hope to talk to you again.
Yeah, man, good racing.
See you running up in the top 10 more often.
Yeah. I don't know what happened this week, but found a little pace here at Dega.
Daniel McConnell, second place finisher, and
a lot of good driving there. It was pretty easy to keep it right side up.
I do have it in.
I'm glad we all got to the finish line there.
Oh man, that's what Heb and I were talking. It's orange blur across the finish line.
Enough, Heberly, you have managed to advance and lock yourself into that last spot in the round of 12.
Oh, let's go! I didn't even know that. I thought I was out. Let's go! I'm excited now. Woo! Let's go!
I think he really is excited.
That is amazing. I'm glad to be the one to break the news to you, though. That's great. That is, 2 points. I think Travis started at some points.
Super fun running against you, man. I appreciate the clean race and whatnot. I'm still trying to learn these cars, so anything I see you guys do, I try to
all the info for this
adopt as my own too. So I appreciate you guys racing clean.
Who needs?
Yeah, man. Right back at you. Clean driver. Fun to race around you.
A bit more that helps.
I'm looking forward to next time.
The excitement, of course.
All right, man. Take it easy.
No doubt.
You too, brother.
From you, and I don't blame you. By, again, 2 points, like in a 4-wide finish, too. That couldn't have been, scripted to be more dramatic.
No, it was really awesome, though. Oh, my God. I got excited towards the end of the race. I know it was going to be a battle between the 4 of us and whatnot, but, I was pushing Daniel to see if we could work together and get going to the front. But McCain and what's his name? Oh my God, totally forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Travis.
There we go. Travis. Sorry, Travis. Yeah, Travis over here. We're going full wide towards the end of the finish. I got bumped in the end, but I thought I could have had to win by 8,000ths of a second. I lost, but Oh my God, man! The whole team worked. We all worked together, like the whole Texas Team Speed Racing team. We worked well together, all of us. It was amazing, though. It was fun.
I'm currently going through and very painstakingly putting in all the numbers for everything. But man, what a run it's been for you this season. Occasionally some bad luck, but I think only 1 or 2 dropped races. I think just one. I've technically, great. I'm got to double check that, aren't I? Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh boy. Well, we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, though, a couple dropped races, but you stuck through. I mean, last week, literally last week, I could have sworn it was a different race. Well, it was race 7 then, where we got 36 points. In the meantime, though, last week you finished in 4th at Sonoma. So the momentum is, of course, in your favor, especially going into Homestead for.
Oh, he finished 4th.
A bit of a
good run.
Not exactly down, but maybe a unexpected for a start to the season. But now that we've gotten through the season, through the regular season, now we head into Homestead.
Summer was tough.
The first round of 12. So, your thoughts as we head into, of course, the first portion of the round of 12.
I'm really getting excited for this race coming up. I can't wait to work with the guys real quick, represent the Texas Ten Speed Racing team, get everybody going, and hopefully we get this championship at the end of the year. You know, whoever wins at the team rounds, at the end of the team, with the team, we're gonna be excited for it.
That's definitely something to look forward to. And while we have you giving shout-outs to people who get it done for you, is there anyone else that you'd like to shout out for your second place finish here this week?
Oh, I want to shout out to Daniel. It was good teamwork at the end. I want to shout out to Zach, Jonathan, Jared, David, all those guys and the whole team. Like, we definitely put all this together. Thanks to the guys, the great, amazing team. That's been much it, really. Like, everybody else in the whole organization with us here is amazing. So, really happy to met these guys, stuck with these guys, and definitely want to continue with these guys to the end.
And hopefully that is the case. We have to talk to you again sometime soon, I guess, relatively speaking.
Next week.
Capacity. Hopefully the excitement is palpable not only between the 88, but also, I guess, the 8 of Brad McCann, where he won by 9 1,000ths of a second, if not 8 1,000ths of a second, give or take. I don't know, 1/10,000th of a second or rounding and whatnot, but an 8th win on the season for, appropriately enough, in number 8, and even more appropriately at Talladega. But no throwback scheme this time. This time you decided to throw it back to, I believe, Darrell Waltrip's scheme for the Tide Paint scheme. No, Craven, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know my NASCAR history too well. I just like the Tide look, and that was a really fun race. Four cars there at the end, and we was for like the last 10 laps trying to strategize, what's going to be the play here. And I knew I didn't want to be in the lead because you just kind of like a sitting duck. Everybody's going to try to get around you. So I was working that 3rd place and trying to see, I was dropping back to see how good of a run I could get. And then things started changing up, and I got in 4th place, and I was going to try to do that strategy again, but I kept noticing Travis, he wanted to pull out and go, he wanted me to push him. So I was like, I think I'm going to have to change strategies here and get a run, collect Travis, and get Travis around the other 2 cars, and then try to beat Travis. And that luckily ended up in my favor there by just a fraction of a car. But yeah, man, 4 wide at the end, that's crazy.
And something I also mentioned too is, I believe for head release interviews, that you just can't script a finish like that any closer. Quite literally, it's absolutely wild going into the next few portions of this season, where I have also noticed that I did not add the 8th win. There we go. But in the meantime, though, 8 wins for the season, 24 playoff points for you going in, and if I remember this correctly, I have to double check everything. End of regular season playoff points. Aha! That's what I was forgetting. So I got to add those in too. So provisionally, you might have, I believe, 34 playoff points. So this does work out in your favor going into Homestead for next week, starting off with a round of 12.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nice to have those playoff points. That helps out, something were to happen, I got a little buffer zone, but, really it's still anybody's game. All you got to do is win that last race. So, Richmond's really the target for everybody in the playoffs here to, practice up for, see if they can be the winner there.
And we'll see how things fare, but, well, do about now. Go ahead and show who gets it done for you for that number 8 machine.
My family, everybody who helps out with this league, a lot of guys behind the scenes, a lot of sponsors, great league to be a part of. You for been doing broadcasts, race control, keep an eye on us. My spotter, Repeat 1975, and everybody watching tonight, thank you.
And thank you for your time as well. We're surely going to talk to you again next week at Homestead.
Anything else we need to look at? I do want to look at that one pit entry where we had 11 cars come in and no body rack. That must be next lap. Every single one of them. Oh, Hunter missed it. I saw him on my outside. I didn't think he was going to get slowed down. Let's hopefully, because I gave him room. I did recognize that. Hopefully I didn't mess him up. Oh. He was, I don't know. Did he lock him up? I went low to give him that outside line. I think he locked him up. Kind of spinning around here, see if we can see his right front. Sounded like his right front. Yep, there it is. It started happening before the actual lockup. He was skidding that right front. That's why he couldn't turn. That sucks. Looks like everybody else made it though. 46 got a little close to 1, but that right there is, I don't think I've seen that in a long time. 11 cars come in that clean, that close. See if I can get them all in a shot here. I was a little over speed. Let's see what I was at. That's why I locked it down. I was 66 at the line. 65 at the line. So I'm really close to getting the speeding penalty there. I'm 10 over crossing the line. That's why I locked it up. Got down to 50. Brought it back up to 55 for that next timing line. I bet you I was borderline speeding penalty there. Nobody else took tire, right? Or can I not see that? That helped me out greatly, taking tires, because the 72 spun. I don't think you took tire. '88 spun too. Yeah, I think taking left sides helped me pass 2 cars there. All right, I think that's it. We didn't have any. Yeah, we didn't have any cautions. See you all next week. I don't have a race tomorrow. Later.